Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, today is going to be a beauty haul. I haven't done a haul in, it hasn't been that long, but it's been long enough. And so right now there's been a ton of sales, particularly summer sales across a whole bunch of different retailers, and so I didn't grab too many things just because like things are just so expensive now. Like makeup's expensive, everything is just expensive, inflation is killing everybody, and so buying makeup and all of this stuff is just not a necessity right now. But there were a few things that I got quite a few good deals on, and I had a few discount codes and gift cards and things like that that I used to make these purchases. So but before I get started, if you like this video, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. So I'm going to start off with Charlotte Tilbury, because I think I've only ever tried one product from Charlotte Tilbury, and that's the setting spray, and that's because Charlotte is expensive. Like Charlotte is just really pricey, and I feel like, I could be wrong, like correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding I feel like some of the stuff that she's come out with doesn't really cater to darker skin tone, so I never really cared for it. But like I've been on this Charlotte Tilbury like bandwagon and I need to stop because her stuff is so expensive. But anyway, the first thing I picked up is this Airbrush bronzer, and oh my god, I'm making a mess. And I was debating between getting this one and the cream bronzer that just came out, and I was dead set on getting the cream version just because there'd been so much hype, and I'd seen not a lot of reviews, but I've seen a few reviews, and people said it was great. However, I changed my mind last minute, and the reason being is because I want a bronzer that I can use more like every day, and from what I could tell online, that bronzer was quite dark, and I feel like it might borderline look like a contour on me, which is fine because I also need a contour, so I definitely want to pick that up eventually. But I wanted something that I could use on an everyday basis and for it to be more like a natural look, as opposed to that one which I felt might just be a bit too much for every day. And I want something that's quick and easy. Like I know with that particular bronzer, a little goes a long way, and just knowing me, I'll put way too much and I've just messed up my whole makeup look. So I just decided to go for the powdered version, and this thing is humongous. Like people say it online, but I don't think you realize in person how big this item is. I picked it up in the darkest shade, of course, which is 4 Deep, and like it's huge, like massive. This is my hand and this is the product. Like it's massive, so big, which I'm happy about because they're so expensive and I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. And so this is what the dark shade looks like. It doesn't look super dark in the pan, but from the videos that I was watching online, it definitely does translate onto the skin. I haven't used it yet, but I'm super excited to try it. It doesn't have any weird funny smells, and the packaging is stunning, absolutely stunning. So I'm really excited about this. I picked this up from Cult Beauty because they were doing, if you spent over a certain amount, you could get 20% off your entire order. So I was like, 20% off, that is great. So first thing I picked up was that bronzer, and then the next thing I got is actually a repurchase, but it's the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I already have this. Let me see if I can go get it. One second. Okay, I just went to go and grab my one. So this is the current one that I have, and this is in the 1.1 fluid ounces or the 34 ml. And because I love it so much, I decided to pick up the full size, and this is the 100 ml or the 3.3 fluid ounces. And this, for the longest time I stopped using setting sprays because I felt like they were making me look oily, so I kind of just stopped. However, this literally makes your skin look absolutely flawless, especially if you feel like your makeup looks quite powdery. But this literally makes my skin look flawless. It just finishes my makeup and just makes my skin look amazing. Like, I've had compliments on my makeup, and I feel like it's because I've used this setting spray before and after my makeup. So highly recommend it. And so I still have a little bit of my my smaller bottle, so I'm definitely going to finish this up and then start using this big bottle right here. So yeah, those are the two things that I picked up from Charlotte Tilbury. And then the next thing I picked up, which is also new to me, is the Dior Backstage face and body powder, no powder powder. So I've been currently using the YSL all day setting powder, which is great, but they weren't doing any, I don't believe there was any like sales going on with YSL, and that powder is quite expensive. But with this Dior one and this Dior powder, it's also quite pricey too, but they were having, I believe, 25% off from Boots, and so I decided to pick this up. I got this in the shade 6N, and I don't know if I think it's going to be okay. This is just what it looks like. Dior packaging is stunning. The only thing that I own from Dior are the lip oils and the lip glows. So this is just, open it there. So that is what the shade looks like. I think it will be okay on my skin. I love like the Dior embossing. I just think it's so gorgeous and so luxurious. So I'm really excited to try this. Let me know if you've tried this. I haven't really seen much reviews or videos or much people talking about this, but yeah, I wanted to try it out to replace my YSL powder because I hit pan on that and I feel like I'm gonna run out really soon. So I wanted to pick up another powder to try. So that is the Dior Backstage face and body powder, no powder okay, and then the next things I got, I picked up my go-to foundation, and it's the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Foundation. I picked this up in the shade 11, which is the shade that I have always worn. I could probably go a shade down, to be honest. Not down, sorry, a shade up. I could probably go for a 12 or even a 13, to be honest, but I have always gone for shade 11 and it's always worked for me, and I just use like bronzer or contour to kind of darken it up for me. But this is like my go-to foundation. It's amazing. It's great if you have oily skin. It lasts really long on the skin. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't what's the word, I forgot what that word is. You know when it starts to get like orangey and change color? I forgot what the word is. You guys should know. But it's honestly a great foundation. It's an OG. It's been out for a really long time, so you can't go wrong with this. Highly recommend Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. And then the next thing I got is from Bobbi Brown, and this is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I've heard so many good things about this, and luckily they come in different sizes because I didn't have to commit to the large size. But this is just what it looks like. It's literally just like a balm, I believe, of some sort. I don't know if you can see that there. And this is supposed to be, is it almost like a primer? It says for normal to oily skin. It's a non-greasy moisturizing skin finish. It has shea butter, vitamin B, C and E, and it's like create a perfect base for flawless makeup. So I'm excited to try this. This has been out for a really long time. A lot of people have raved and loved about it, and this is the first time that I'm trying it out, and I believe I got this for like 25% off, so I thought it was a really good deal as well. And the next thing I picked up is an OG product which has been out for the longest time, and it's a brand that has been slept on, I feel like, for the last like, I don't know, 3-4 years, and this is MAC. Like, remember when MAC had everyone in the chokehold? And now barely anyone talks about it. Like, they came up with, I used to remember when they used to come out with so many different collections and collaborations, and MAC was the biz back then. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if just so many other brands came out and then they kind of just died down, but MAC used to be the ish. and it still is. Their blushes are amazing. I have the powder blush in Burnt Pepper, and it is hands down, I'm actually wearing it today, it's hands down one of the best like blushes that I have in my collection, and it's the only blush that I actually get compliments on. So I decided to pick up another blush, and this is in Raizin. This is another OG shade that has been out for a really long time. I remember when I got Burnt Pepper, I actually wanted to get Raizin, but they didn't have it in stock, and so now I decided to pick it up. So this is just what the shade looks like. It's like a rustic terracotta shade, definitely up my alley. It's completely matte, which I love, and honestly, like, they're so affordable. Like, now when I look at MAC prices compared to, for example, Charlotte Tilbury, it's so much more affordable, and it's such a great product. I've had my Burnt Pepper blush for quite some time now, and I use it religiously. I absolutely love it, so highly recommend the MAC powder blushes. Don't sleep on them because they are really been slept on. And then I got a couple things from Fenty. The first is actually a skin product, which is packaging's gone all weird, but it is the Hydra Vizor Invisible Moisturiser with SPF in it. I had this in like initially I had this in like a kit, and it came with the moisturizer, a toner, and what else did it come with? A face wash, I believe, or a cleanser. And I really like the moisturizer. It smells so good, and so I kind of wanted to try out the bigger version, and so this is just what it looks like. So it's actually refillable, which is amazing. Now when I want to purchase this, I just have to purchase the refill. So I believe you just slot it in here. Is that right? Oh, am I doing this right? Okay, I think that's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, I absolutely love this. It has SPF in it, and now I'm really big on SPF, and I of course use SPF on top of this, but I just like the fact that this already has like an inbuilt SPF in it, giving me like the extra protection that I need. It smells amazing. I do feel like it's not oily, but if you have dry skin, you'll definitely love it. But if you have super oily skin, you might find that it's a bit too, like a slightly, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's too oily, but it does have like a slight oiliness to it. But I really like this moisturizer, and it smells amazing. So, and then I picked up the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Mattifying Primer. I picked up in the smaller version, which is the 0.5 fluid ounces, and the reason being is because I've never tried this primer before. Fenty Beauty has been very hit and miss for me. Like, I don't really like the foundation. I know I'm saying that because I know a lot of people love it, but I'm not a huge fan of the foundation at all. I just feel like it just, I don't know, it dries too quickly, the color changes and gets darker. It just doesn't work for me, and so I kind of stayed away from the makeup stuff just because I felt like if I didn't like the foundation, I just probably won't like the other products. But I really wanted to try this primer, and it is mattifying, so I'm hoping that it does mattify my face. And yeah, it's been out for a while. It had kind of mixed reviews on it, but I'm hoping that I'm going to have a better experience with this compared to the foundation. So I bought it in a smaller bottle just in case I wasn't too sure whether I liked it or not. And then the next product I got from Fenty is the Cherry Treat conditioning lip oil. So I always use my Dior lip oils. It's actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and I love it, but it is quite pricey, and I wanted like a cheaper alternative. This is not actually that much cheaper, but it is cheaper than Dior, and you can always get Fenty, you know, on sale and things like that. So I saw that they had this, and I thought, great, this could be like something that I could use along with my Dior lip oil. So this is just what it looks like. It's cherry scented, and it's so cool because I've never actually used it yet, but the doe foot looks so similar to my Dior lip oils, and it smells like cherry drops. If you've ever tried cherry drops, I don't know if they still sell them, but it definitely does smell very cherry-ish and sweet and fruity. So I'm excited to try this. Let me put a little bit on my lips now. Interesting. Feels a bit less thicker than the Dior lip oils, but I definitely want to try this out and see how well I like it. And then last but not least, I got some SPF, because guys, we need to wear our SPF even if you are black. I literally have been telling my family you need to be using SPF. But I've been using the La Roche-Posay SPF, which is great. It's a little bit on the oily side, but it's also quite expensive and you don't get that much product. I believe the one that I have is SPF 50, and so I wanted to find a cheaper alternative, because like you're supposed to be using SPF throughout the day, and I feel like that particular product, because you don't get that much product in it, it just doesn't last as long, and it's a little bit more expensive than I'd like it to be. So I picked this up, and this is the Bondi Sands Daily Moisturizing Face SPF. It's SPF 50 and it's fragrance free. It says 4 hours resistant lotion with vitamin D and 72-hour hydration. So I'm excited to try this, hoping it doesn't give me a white cast. I've been seeing videos on TikTok and it seems to be working for some people, so I picked that up. And then I also got another cheaper alternative, which is even cheaper than the Bondi Sands SPF, Boots Soltan brand, and it's Protect and Moisturized Sun Care Spray with SPF 50. This is actually really good. It doesn't leave me with that weird blue ashy tint, and it's so much more affordable, and I really do like this. I like to use this on my body, and then I'll use something like the La Roche-Posay on my face. And then last but not least, I just have some samples. I've got one from Tilbury, which is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, so I'm excited to try that. And then I also got NARS Orgasm, which you probably can't see because of the lighting, but I don't think that will work on my skin tone, but we'll see. But yeah, that is everything that I have picked up. Let me know if you guys picked up anything during the summer sales, any products that you think I should try. Let me know if any of you have tried the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. I'm not sure the actual name of it, but it is a cream bronzer and I definitely want to try that out. So let me know if you've tried that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.